90% of our income comes from Sunbelt cities, which we think is a differentiator for us and a good one because of the strong demographic trends that we continue to see in the markets where we operate.
Joining me today is DJ Busch, CEO and President of InvenTrust Properties. InvenTrust went public in late 2021. How has the company been able to distinguish itself amid the competitive shopping center REIT sector?
So that was an extremely important question for us to ask ourselves going back to late last spring and early in the fall as we were getting ready to prepare for the listing. And what we think differentiates ourselves in quite a crowded space, if you will, in the public shopping center market is our exclusive focus in the Sunbelt market. 90% of our income comes from Sunbelt cities, which we think is a differentiator for us and a good one because of the strong demographic trends that we continue to see in the markets where we operate.
InvenTrust recently received a silver recognition on the 2022 Green Lease Leaders list. How important is a commitment to ESG initiatives for the company?
It's quite important. It's been something that we've been focused on for the better part of 10 years. We've been a participant in GRESB since 2013 and have had a partner with a Dutch pension fund that has helped us in our education, like I said, for the better part of the last decade. There's been very important movements in ESG recently, and I think those will continue to move forward. Some of the simple things that we're trying to do at our properties in the immediate term is things like LED lighting, making sure our energy management systems are appropriate, making sure that we have green space at our locations, places for mass transit and the like. Those are things that we can do now while also learning how we can be better partners and continue to reduce our carbon footprint.
How does InvenTrust promote career growth and develop talent within the organization?
So that's been a key question for us throughout the pandemic as we've learned to work in a hybrid environment. At our corporate headquarters as well as our regional offices, we allow the flexibility for our employees to work both remotely and in the office about half the time. It's important for us to provide that flexibility, but also preserve the important culture that makes people excited to work for InvenTrust. Career development is obviously a very important piece of that. I think we're still learning about all the opportunities in the hybrid work environment to make sure we're giving our employees opportunities to continue to develop either with InvenTrust or further on in other parts of their career.
And as you meet with investors this week, what are 3 top reasons you cite to invest in your company today?
So the most important one is the one we started with, is our exclusive and concentrated focus in the Sunbelt markets, which we think will continue to perform quite well in our open air shopping centers. The second one is our prudent approach to balance sheet management and capital allocation. We think by having a low leveraged model will create superior returns over the long term. It's proven to be that way in very different parts of the real estate cycle. And then being very prudent capital allocators for our shareholders as we continue to try to grow the business and create future value for those stakeholders.